You can't tell, but we're all naked.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Weekly Loot Podcast. We got a good show for you tonight. As always, I'm your host, Matt Erie. Joining me is the co-founder of the Weekly Loot, Anthony Williamson. Hello. It's on this week. Also joining us is the one and only comic book junkie.
I did stuff.
That's nice. Oh, I did there. We got a great show. We're not going to waste any time. We'll go jump right into this. This is something I've found on the net. It's been recent news. Everybody's kind of talking about it. So, they officially announced that they're not going to do the Gotham City Sirens movie anymore. The new movie is going to be a movie about Joker and Harley Quinn's love romance. And yes, it will have Jared Leto in it.
God damn it.
So that's what's going to be coming up instead of the DC Sirens movie.
That sucks.
Is there going to be domestic violence?
I don't know.
Because that's the relationship. The whole movie is just them beating the shit out of each other.
But that's what they're going to do next. It'll be like a love movie.
Gross.
Well, DC, we ain't on capuch on that one.
Yeah, they really are.
Well, when it bombs, maybe we'll get a new Joker.
Yep. They've described it as a criminal love story.
Yeah.
I'm good.
What do you think?
Is Batman, you want to be in it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not. Well, maybe. Is it connected to DCU?
Yeah, it's connected to DC Universe.
They might have it.
But they says that they're going to fast track Suicide Squad 2, so it'll actually take place after Suicide Squad 2.
Does anybody got a gun? I really want to put it in my mouth right now.
Would you rather have the DC Sirens movie?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Because then we would have Poison Ivy
Harley
and
Poison Ivy
Catwoman.
and Catwoman.
Yeah, we would.
Yeah.
That would be so much better than Jared Leto's the Joker.
Yeah, it'd be like a trinity of sexy bitches.
That was a little sexist.
So nobody's talking about this? Nobody wants to do
Oh, that's sexist, but you guys go watch Wonder Woman for the acting.
You got at least think Margot Robbie is...
What?
You got at least admit Margot Robbie's pretty good.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
I
she
actually,
is.
the more I watch the actual Suicide Squad movie, the more I actually hate her as Harley Quinn.
Really?
Yep.
I've only seen it once, so I still like her.
She,
I've seen it a couple
in my
times.
opinion, she has she has the voice down, but the more I watch it, she's not Harley Quinn. But I think that's because I'm addicted to the Batman games and the animated movies.
Mm.
And the more I keep watching her, I think that it's partially due to the script.
Mhm.
And I'm just like,
Probably.
this ain't really Harley.
No.
Because did you guys know that Harley has Harleen talking to her inside her head?
Really?
Yeah. She has a split personality. It's her real self is in there. That's one of the reasons why sometimes she does good.
Mm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
I like
yeah.
her, though.
So I'm real disappointed that they're going to keep dragging out this bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Also, with that, reporting also is, meanwhile, Martin Scorsese and his chums are working on a Joker origin flick that is not part of the DC universe and will star a different actor as the Joker.
You can't do a Joker. I mean, I'm happy it's going to be a different actor, but you can't do a Joker origin theme. The thing with Joker, and one of the reasons why Batman's origin still isn't extremely specific, is anyone's supposed to be able to be that person. Like Joker, everybody has a little Joker in them. They're supposed to be able to relate to that character. That's just why he's one of the most loved villains ever. Is we don't know who he is because he's supposed to be anyone.
Mm.
So
They're all going to make an origin story, so.
as long as it's not canon, I don't
It's
care.
done by Martin Scorsese.
Is it good? What's he done?
No, everything. The
Oh.
party.
He did The Departed?
I don't know, bro. He did a bunch of stuff, man. He's Martin Scorsese. He does a lot of crime movies.
I'm just.
Oh, kind of neat then. Maybe. Be better than Jared Leto's
I mean, he's one of
version.
He was one. Martin Scorsese is one of the regional directors. He came out with he came out with the same people that Steven Spielberg came out of and George Lucas. They were all kind of friends.
Mm.
And I'm forgetting everybody's name right now because it's so late at night. But Francis Ford Coppola, people like that, they all kind of were buddies. So he's kind of part of that original big name directors that came out.
Be better than the Harley Quinn and Joker, maybe.
Everything you're saying, I'm like, thank God they're actually doing a Venom movie.
So which one's worse? which one's worse though, the origin story or the love story?
The love story.
Love
by
story.
far.
So if it comes out at the same time, you're probably gonna watch the origin story over the love story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I could probably stomach that better.
Yeah, I could do.
But I'm still not happy about neither one of them.
Which they might get a good actor to be in the origin story. Might be.
But Joker really has no origin, so I mean...
I don't know how they're gonna do it.
Didn't the Michael Keaton version give like a little bit of an origin to the Joker?
Yeah, they kind of made.
Yeah,
like
but that's not real canon. That was Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Tim Burton.
So I mean, it's it's gonna be along those lines, but like for it to be actual canon, that would be.
Yeah, I think that's why they're saying it's
dramatic.
not going to be part of the DC universe because they don't want it to be canon. I guess it'd just be.
But you know how many people that's
I'm sure it'd be like if it's Mark's gonna say, I'm sure it'd be like a gangster that just went bad or something.
Well, actually, they've tried to do the Joker origin thing before. In one comic, he was a salesman, and he just he couldn't sell anything. He was going broke. His wife leaves him, all this other stuff. And then when Batman and the actual Red Hood got into it, it caused him to spill into the chemicals, making the Joker. But that proved out not to be the real Joker.
Yeah.
And oh god.
I think that's what made people like Heath Ledger's version of Joker so much because every time he told the story about his scars, it was always different.
Yeah.
He was just making stuff up, or was he? Which one was one of them true?
See, that's the point. That's the point. But fucking, dude, what pissed me off is the reason why I'm against the origin movie already is every little freaking fanboy that goes and watches one movie.
Oh yes.
Boom, this is the Joker. That's where he came from.
Yep.
No, it's not. They are not going to know that is not the Joker's origin. But they made the movie. You don't fucking know.
Yeah, we live in a world where the movies kind of dominate. Just like I run into people all the time, and they're like, "Oh man, did you know Ego was like freaking Star Wars dad?" And I'm like, "No, he wasn't. Ego's a freaking planet."
And then they look at you like, "You're an asshole."
Yeah, they look at you like you're crazy. You're
No, I
like,
just don't like incorrect information.
just trying to help you out, man.
Thank you, Senator.
There's people that actually think the X-Men movies are better than the comics.
There's people that actually think Joker and Harley Quinn have a real loving relationship.
What kills you? Well, I think what kills me the most about stuff like that is when you see people, like you run into people and they're wearing like Marvel Comics T-shirts and stuff, and you're like, "Oh, you read the comics and stuff?" And they're like, "No, it's like X-Men."
Okay.
What? Just about the movie shirt then.
Yeah. Stay away from comics.
Yeah.
There's a reason those movies suck.
They do suck.
But I mean, it's good that people like it because it pumps more money into the company so they can give us more. But to be quite honest, I was having a discussion about the new Venom comics too, like how they had a new character they could have done a lot with. But due to Disney being like, look, we just want to make money, screw the new guy, let's make Eddie Brock Venom again. It's like you realize that because of the background of Eddie Brock, he's not supposed to be able to be fucking Venom. Because he had the anti-Venom stuff in his cell structure, which is actually causing problems for him in the comic. But still, that's lazy writing.
It is.
Don't get me wrong, I like Brock, but he is not my favorite Venom. I mean, it's good to read too, I like, but yeah, I don't even get into that.
Let's move on to something else here. Big news, Wonder Woman's in the news because she is about to come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So people are excited about that, but it's also the news for something that James Cameron has said. James Cameron, in an interview he did, he said, for quote, "All of the self-congratulatory back-patting that Hollywood's been doing over Wonder Woman has been so misguided. She's an objectified icon, and it's just male Hollywood doing the same old thing. I'm not saying I didn't like the movie, but to me it's a step back."
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
that's James Cameron. He also went on to add that Sarah Connor, which was one of his characters, was not a beauty icon. She was strong, she was troubled, she was a terrible mother, and she earned the respect of the audience through pure grit. And to me, the benefit of characters like Sarah is so obvious. I mean, half the audience is female.
Is that why Sarah Connor was walking around in a white t-shirt with no bra on? In Terminator 2?
Yes, yes.
Wait.
It didn't take long for his comments to catch fire. And,
That's not the Sarah Connor he's talking about.
but he's getting a lot of backlash.
Another person?
He's getting a lot of backlash from this.
The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. He ain't talking about Terminator 2.
Oh.
But there's a lot of backlash hitting him about it. There actually is a response from Patty Jenkins, who is the director of Wonder Woman. So I'm going to read her quote to you.
Okay.
She says, "James Cameron's inability to understand what Wonder Woman is or stands for to women all over the world is unsurprising, as though he is a great filmmaker, he is not a woman. Strong women are great. His praise of my film monster and our portrayal of a strong yet damaged woman is so appreciated. But if women have to always be hard, tough, and troubled to be strong, and we aren't free to be multidimensional or celebrate an icon of women everywhere because she is attractive and loving, then we haven't come very far, have we? I believe women can and should be everything, just like male lead characters should be. There is no right and wrong kind of powerful woman, and the massive female audience who made the film a hit can surely choose and judge their own icons." Going back from what everything, do you believe that James Cameron's quote was misguided towards Wonder Woman?
No. I think that she literally just had a good argument because she had the perspective of hindsight and he spoke first. Anybody can argue. It doesn't matter if you have a point or not, but he has a point because honestly, I have no interest in watching Wonder Woman. I read some of the plot synopsis. I was not interested.
Well, she's basically saying that, without all the nice words, she's pretty much saying, James Cameron, you're a guy. Who are you to tell women who their icons and role models should be?
Exactly.
Is what she's saying.
I mean, yeah.
Which it does make a point. I mean,
Yeah.
she's pretty much saying that women can be hot and nice and still be an awesome role model. But I don't know. What do you think, Anthony?
This is also the people.
Do you think James Cameron was a little sexist, or do you think he was just a little?
This is the same people saying the same crap about Harley Quinn, where her ass got more face time than Jared Leto as Joker.
Yeah,
So,
almost as much as Will Smith.
Yeah, and I will say this after watching it again, she don't have a nice ass. I mean, it's pretty because she's skinny. That's it. I'm sorry, I've got on this. I hate the movie Harley train. So sorry.
What do you think, though?
Oh, what?
Give me some in-depth thought about this.
I'm sorry.
You like what he
Wonder
said?
Woman director?
Really?
No, I don't think James Cameron is.
So you think Wonder Woman is the role model they've been waiting for?
Wonder Woman?
Hmm?
Not completely, because it is kind of sexist. The movie is. And I was a little thrown off because I am a guy and I was watching it and I do find Gal Gadot, or however you say your last name,
Gal Gadot.
hot. Yeah, Gal Gadot.
Yeah, she's also a real strong feminine character in what was that movie? Oh yeah,
Batman vs Superman.
The Date Night, where she asked to have a foursome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have let him borrow that. That is a good
Hey,
movie.
I'm not saying I like her; she's hot, but I'm just saying I had no interest in watching Wonder Woman, and it just seems like everybody was focused on more how hot the actor was than anything else. Because actually, to find out the story, I had to go read about it.
I think that sometimes doing a show like this, I'm kind of happy about because it kind of does force us to watch movies. Because I don't think I would have rushed out and watched Wonder Woman open night like we did. But I'm glad we did because Wonder Woman actually really is a pretty good superhero movie.
Oh,
I mean, as far as superhero movies go, it's actually pretty good. It actually really is. And I think she does justice to the Wonder Woman character. I think it made me. I usually don't like Wonder Woman, but I kind of like Wonder Woman now. I even picked her on Injustice. So maybe pick her Injustice. Like, yeah, I Wonder Woman now.
But did you not leave the theater thinking, did I like this movie because it was a good movie, or was it just because Wonder Woman was hot?
No, because I've watched. I mean, that's about any movie. You know, it's like Underworld or I mean, y'all the chicks are hot in it. You know,
I didn't really know.
their looks are just there to bring you to the thing. The movie's what you experience. I've watched plenty of movies that have hot chicks in it that I thought was just a piece of shit. You know, you're just like, that's a shitty movie.
Suicide Squad.
But you know what I mean? I mean, you've seen movies, you're like, yeah, that chick was hot, but that was a piece of shit movie. That's horrible. I don't think Wonder Woman's a bad movie.
We have seen some shitty movies that's hot chicks in it.
I think she did
Slut
good as Wonder
cop.
Woman. I really liked her.
I asked my sister how she felt about Wonder Woman. She was a big Wonder Woman fan. She actually loved that movie. She said it was the best comic book movie she's seen, up there with Guardians of the Galaxy.
You know,
It is. You know, I think didn't you put it up there pretty high on your list? It's up there pretty high. I mean, it actually
It's
is.
number 2 right now.
Once you actually go and actually sit down and experience it, like it's really not a bad origin movie. It's actually pretty good.
It's pretty fast paced.
You know who I wish would get their own superhero movie?
Venom.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh.
Really?
God, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
That would
Like
be
an
great.
actual true to the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Marvel can only do so much because when we were watching the Ultron movie, they're enhanced. They basically underwent similar stuff like Captain America did, but they don't really explain the details. But to be honest, the more I watch Age of Ultron, the more I really like her character. She has a lot of character growth as opposed to the other characters.
Fox could do one.
Who?
They could do
They
it.
take on the X-Men.
They still kind of have the
I don't
somewhat of
want
the rights.
I don't want that Scarlet Witch. I want the one from the MCU.
Oh. You like it.
Well, I like the character a lot,
She's
and
hot,
plus she's foreign too,
Mm.
which I thought was cool.
too. She's foreign. She's like the Olsen twin sister.
I mean, her character is foreign. Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, actually, I noticed that her last name was Olsen. It threw me for a loop when I saw that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even noticed till like Age of Ultron.
Which I have to say, I was real it took me a long time. But did you guys know that both people that play Quicksilver for Fox and the MCU both played in Kick-Ass?
Really?
Yeah, they've both been in Kick-Ass.
That's creepy.
Awesome.
Yeah, because the guy that played Quicksilver in the MCU was Kick-Ass.
Huh.
That's who he was.
Wow.
And his best friend ends up being Quicksilver in Fox.
crazy.
I think I got that right. I'm unsure if I got the character from Kick-Ass to Fox right, but yeah, the one from the MCU was Kick-Ass.
That's creepy.
Well,
He's dead.
Yeah, he died. He died hard.
He died really hard. That was made you real sad, didn't it? You love Quicksilver.
I like the Fox's Quicksilver.
You like Quicksilver. You like the character Quicksilver.
I
Don't you?
know.
Well, they did two different versions. They had like the adult Pedro as the hero, and then they had the immature one. I like both versions.
Mm-hmm.
I had no complaints about neither one of them.
Yeah, I thought they were good. You were real excited about Quicksilver being in there, but you wouldn't.
No, I didn't care.
You talk about all the time. You're like, Quicksilver's in this one.
I got a question though. Like, I did get a chance to rewatch the newer X-Men again. You know, with Olivia Munn, because I love Olivia Munn. If you're listening, I won't.
You mean Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Better not be anything positive.
Anyways, do you guys feel like they're trying to take the X-Men franchise and make Jean Grey more the center of attention?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they've done that for years.
Because I actually like it, but I was actually reading some stuff about Jean Grey, and I think me and you watched a video on it, Anthony, where they were talking about how Jean Grey's character used to be extremely boring, which led them to create the Phoenix to make her more of a centerpiece. So,
was you watching the part where it wasn't actually Jean Grey, but it was just like not the clone Madeline Pryor, but like the Phoenix Force actually just made somewhat of a clone of Jean Grey and cocooned the actual Jean Grey somewhere safe, and then just took her clone body, and she was actually doing all the Phoenix stuff, and she did actually die, and that's how the X-Men brought back Jean Grey. Was they found her cocooned body.
You know, in all
no, I did not know any of that.
This goes down weird, but I like Madeline Pryor better than Jean Grey.
What?
I do. I think Cyclops get married.
Yeah, Cyclops.
I got that issue. I
He
got that
leaked-
issue.
he
He
leaked-
does. I got that issue.
Cyclops is like...
That's a big issue.
He's a douchebag, man. He's just like, I'm going to bang that chick, then I'm going to bang that chick, I'm going to bang that chick.
Bang that chick. She look
He's
like
kind of
a
like,
chick.
he's kind of like, wait, you made me a clone?
I think he has a type, though, if they're psychic. He's like, you know
Yeah.
what? I like them. Why? I ain't going to say nothing. They know what I like.
Speaking of which, in X-Men Blue,
Yeah.
where they're kind of fighting right now with Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Something happened when Jean Grey was like messing with Emma's whole.
Cyclops floated around Lehman Frosty.
He did.
That's
why
He loves
Yeah.
telepathic chicks, man. He's like, I want them to know what I want. It makes it easier, you know?
But there's like a
Just cut to the
telepathic
chase.
bond now. There's like a telepathic bond between Jean Grey and Cyclops, and like they can't stop their thoughts. Each one of them knows what the other one's thinking at all times.
Creepy.
That's really intimate.
Cyclops sitting there, he's like, "This is gonna be real awkward."
would be awkward.
She's keeping him under his thumb.
But to go back to James Cameron, no, he doesn't have any right to say anything about what women should think.
I'm kind of curious what provoked the question, though.
Yeah, like, why
They
do
were
you
just
come
talking
out-
about it. They were just, I guess it's just one of those interviews you.
Well, I mean, if it's an interview, you can't really blame him for giving his honest
most
opinion.
interviews, man, they
That's
ask you a bunch of stuff just to see what your response will be.
But to me, it sounds like he's more butthurt that people weren't.
Well, the reason I
more
asked
for
him
Sarah
because
Connor than
I
Wonder
asked him
Woman.
because James Cameron's made a lot of big name heroines. So I
And
mean,
nobody cared about it. And he's just
What?
butthurt. He's just butthurt because
did
everybody.
he make
cares more
aliens?
Yeah, I think he totally made aliens. like that. I mean, Ripley. Actually,
You don't see-
Ripley wasn't a weak or destroyed character. She just
She was
went through a
awesome.
lot of. She went through war, basically. I
I
mean,
mean, you don't see people running out buying Ripley T-shirts. You see little girls going out and buying Wonder Woman T-shirts.
well, I
That's
mean,
what he's
this
butthurt
ain't the
about.
'80s either, though.
That's true. I mean, he's just out there.
I'm not gonna say that he has no right because I'm pretty sure he's made a lot.
But he's not a woman.
He did make aliens.
I'm pretty sure he made a lot of movies actually.
And Ripley was a strong female character,
She
but
was.
she wasn't like. I don't. I feel like she's privileged. Like she was a privileged person, because I mean she was flying like how much did they say that spaceship was worth in Aliens too?
I don't know.
You blew up a $65 million spaceship.
Yeah, James Cameron, man, he's done a lot of good stuff.
Uh,
Let's see what all he's done.
I feel like
he's also done Avatar, Titanic.
but I feel like the retort though was just.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah, he's done Aliens, The Terminator, Terminator 2, Titanic. He also did Avatars. I mean, he's made some good movies, man. It's hard for you to kind of argue with him, but at the same time, it's hard for me to say, yeah, he knows. But
Because he doesn't know.
it's whatever women want to be your role models, man. At the end of the day, if chicks dig Wonder Woman, then that's good, I guess.
I mean,
Whatever they
yeah.
want, you know?
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that like crap. It's like me sitting here saying how much I hate the Harley Quinn.
I don't think they should
Yeah.
give him so much crap about him. I don't think you should call him like sexist or nothing.
Right.
I mean, that's just his opinion. I wouldn't go so far as call him sexist
No.
because he's made a lot of really strong heroine characters. So he's not really sexist, or he would just
Yeah.
he would just cut Sarah Connor out and made it all John Connor. You know, he's been done with it.
I mean, Terminator 3.
I don't think he was gonna do that one. He did Terminator.
Oh.
Yeah, Terminator 3 sucked ass.
It is kinda sad,
And
yeah.
Genesis wasn't really that great. But however, I love Salvation. I was really disappointed nobody else took to Salvation.
I didn't watch Salvation, so I can't say a whole lot
It
about
was
like-
actually pretty good. I wish they would continue with Salvation.
I wish they would have too, because I like Christian Bale as John Connor, even though he was a dickhead on set. Who walks in front of the light? You fucking moron.
Oh, he also did Rambo First Blood. So
Really?
Part 2.
Oh,
Oh, part
He
two.
wrote them.
part 2 is my favorite.
So
Actually, that really is my
it's
favorite.
kind of
Rambo.
macho-ish too.
Well, I mean, you're talking. That's when that was in though, because doesn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone make fun of Michael Keaton for the Batman suit? He's like, we work out all the time, but apparently we just need to put on a rubber suit with muscles. But I mean, you're talking about movies from the '80s and stuff like that. I mean, that's a different era, man. That's when like Hulk Hogan and everybody was like, "You gotta be muscled, yeah."
Did you know it says James Cameron had planned to do a film with the comic book character Spider-Man?
I would watch it.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So the only thing I gotta say to him about him is, what the crap is taking so long in Avatar? We're gonna make a sequel 20 years from now. Like, I feel like he's gonna die for this thing ever gets out.
Probably.
Like, you know, like, come on, man.
I'm not
He's really
that
just
big
hurting
of
himself.
Let's
a,
get on this here. Huh?
I'm not in a big itch for the next Avatar movie.
Really? You didn't like Avatar?
I mean, I liked it, but I'm not in a big
Biggest
itch
movies
for
ever,
it.
man.
I tell him just take his time, make it right, put it out whenever.
He's making like 3 of them.
Damn.
I gotta be honest, like I'm kind of waiting for another Alien movie, like a good Alien movie. Like Covenant was like all right, but I felt like it was just like, here's some information about the really good movie going to be coming out soon.
Yeah. Here's a little backstory for you. Okay. Okay.
We're going to explain stuff.
We're gonna make a new Ripley.
But I don't know. I guess I kind of hold a grudge against Prometheus and Alien Covenant just because they wiped off AVP.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
stupid.
Because aliens can't exist during that era that Predators.
It's true 'cause it's the
Yeah.
future.
I mean, Predators still can exist, though. I mean, but those movies they can't be linked, and they were trying to make them link with like the first AVP. They found the cannon, or was that the second? I don't remember really. But somehow they found the cannon, and they're like, "Here, Mr. Whalen."
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
That'd have been good if they leaked them.
Wait, that's Predator.
Let's talk about something else. Let's move on. Let's get away from James Cameron and his crazy talk things. One thing that's in the news again is,
man.
as you know, the Nintendo
Super Nintendo.
SNES Classic Edition had another pre-order fiasco.
Yep.
Leaving fans disappointed once again.
Yep.
It went up for pre-order in the early hours of August 22nd. To nobody's surprise, system sold out within hours.
Yep.
Was you gonna get one?
Yep.
Oh, man. I thought about it, but then I realized it's too late.
I wanted one. I really
There's
wanted
no, it's not clear if Nintendo ever plans to make any more of them.
Probably won't. They ain't gonna make any more
So-
than NES.
Okay. In the defense, you can go download the emulators, play on your PlayStation. I mean, your laptop or your PC.
Well, this
Even
is just a straight up remake of the actual system, ain't it?
No, it has. It's basically an emulator. It's just like the Nintendo.
It looks just like the system.
It does, but it does just like they did the NES. It comes with like
Pre-built games?
Yeah, preloaded games.
Can you put your actual SNES games in it and play
It's
it?
got a slot for it.
I don't think so because the Nintendo one you couldn't. The regular
Comes
Nintendo.
complete with 21 games.
Yeah,
That's it.
because with all the top ones though.
Be worth it.
But I mean, for me, I have an NES with the cartridges, so.
So you don't even need it.
No,
But it'd just be cool to have.
Yeah, it would be. Well, it would save me. It would allow me to, those games. That'd be 21 games that I don't have to actually use. I can, keep them
Save
put
the
up.
actual cartridge.
So it's good if you're that kind of a collector. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's just weird. I just hate when Nintendo does stuff like that. When they come out and we're like, look, man, we're making this awesome Super Nintendo system thing that you can buy, and everybody's like, oh, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, we're going to make like 500. Wow, what's the point? Like,
Well,
all you're doing, I mean, literally all they're doing is making it the resale value more.
Yeah.
That's all they're doing. Because half these people, probably about 50 or 60% is probably buying just to resale.
Probably. I would have.
You can probably go on eBay right now and it'll be like triple the price.
Yeah. But I mean, really,
That's
you
all
can,
you're doing.
You
I
can
mean-
really just go down in the emulator.
Yeah, I mean, it's not it's not a huge deal. I just
Yeah.
hate how Nintendo handles stuff like that. They're just making like a resale market. It's like, why?
Well, I mean,
Like if you're not going to put enough out, why even bother? What's the
demand.
point?
I mean, there isn't much. They're creating demand when there's really no demand.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Because if they mass produced it, they're not going to make money.
Yeah, it's
They're
the same
hitting
thing
a-
with their last console because now nobody cares about it.
Yeah, I mean they're just hitting a small portion of people, and they're hitting like half those people.
Yeah, nobody's talking about the Switch anymore.
They're
Nobody cares
really
about the
not,
Switch. No, yeah, nobody cares about it.
Because you can just play Nintendo Wii U. Switch made me go out and buy a Wii U.
Yeah,
Because it's
that's
cheaper.
it. I want to move on to one last thing here, just a quick thing. Netflix live-action adaptation of the popular anime Death Note,
Yes.
which follows a power-hungry teen who intercepts a notebook with the ability to kill people, is now streaming. Now, so far, the film is getting mixed reviews. Viewers seem to say that Willem Dafoe's Ryuko is brilliant, but the remaining cast falls
Did
very
you say
flat.
Ryuku?
Yeah, it's out
It's
there.
Ryuk,
I
bro.
always call it that.
It's not Ryuku.
Is it Ryu?
There is one thing.
Right.
Polygon is
Ryuk.
actually reporting that the anime's potato chip scene did not make it into the film.
It was potato chips.
Well,
Apparently, people
okay.
are really complaining about that.
In all honesty, it's a film made about an anime. They got films made about it. I'm not expecting anything big when I watch it because I know Death Note. I'm just really excited about William Dafoe as Ryuk. It's Ryuk.
Well, everybody says he's really good, but everybody else says the rest of it's just garbage.
I mean, you can't expect much. I mean, the anime is legendary. The anime is awesome, but they also had 35 episodes to spread out all that detail and stuff.
Yep.
Like, even with the Japanese live-action movies, they're good if you like it. But if not, you're getting so much information for something that needs time to tell its story.
I call it the most intense anime moment.
When he eats
The
potato
potato
chips?
chip scene.
I thought that was
There's a lot of over-intense scenes in the anime. Like, I'm going to take a chip and I'm going to eat it. That's what they're talking about. Like, yeah, it's a ridiculously over-dramatized scene. Honestly, I don't like that scene. I'm kind of happy they're not doing it, but it's actually important because in the first season it helped Light, which he's not innocent, but it helped prove his innocence, so they would get rid of the cameras out of his room. Which was actually a big thing because he couldn't talk to Ryuk or anything when he was in the house. And he had like a miniature TV hidden inside the potato chip bag, which sounds a little ridiculous to be quite honest. Anyways, like I was not a fan of that scene, and I love Death Note.
But that's what they're saying. So what do you think? You gonna watch some Death Note?
I think anime fans, mere fact that just got said, they have no opinion.
You gonna stream it?
Well, if I get a chance to, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah,
You gonna watch it?
I'll probably watch it with Dusty.
exactly. So it's gonna watch it.
I got Netflix. They'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it. What's Castlevania? Castlevania was good.
Castlevania was amazing,
I like Castlevania.
and they're getting a second season, right?
Yeah.
with more episodes.
Was it 4 episodes? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a movie and they just chopped it up.
Well, season 1 of The Walking Dead is only like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah, it's not very many.
So I mean,
It's 6 episodes.
Six
yeah.
episodes. It kind of sucked, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, besides like the first 2 episodes, the rest of it sucked.
yeah. There was that one. I mean, I don't know. I liked it. But yeah, it does have the moments where it drags.
Yeah. It gets so much better.
Are we talking about Castlevania or Walking Dead?
Well, I was talking about The Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
thought so. I thought so.
All of Castlevania was good.
Walking Dead has moments where it just drags.
Yeah.
But
It's bad for that.
yeah, I was making sure we were talking about Walking Dead and not Castlevania because I was about to say, get the fuck out of here. But no, I like Walking Dead a lot. But I'm a big fanboy. I like the comics better though.
I can't tell you anything that's going on right now.
Yeah, gotta wait on that next 4 compendium.
What's that Russian Superman doing over there?
They're just talking about the different parallel. It kind of explains that that DC's thinking about just making a bunch of parallel. Like that's their explanation for making a Joker origin story. Like there's gonna be like it's a parallel.
Dude, DC's dumb.
Yeah, they're getting real weird.
They're just going to confuse people that don't know the actual. Well, they already did a good job of that. Go DC. Keep doing it. Why stop now?
Batman Superman.
Well, I mean, they might as well because I mean they have kind of foobarred the DC universe, anyways.
Yeah, they're making all kinds of stuff. Man, they're gonna make a Nightwing movie, a Batgirl movie.
I'm down for the
Oh,
Nightwing.
cool.
I'm down for Nightwing.
You're down for Batgirl.
What is it? One of the enemies say in the Arkham games? Man, that Nightwing kid, he'll beat the crap out of you. But he's not scary like the Bat.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Which you guys do know, Nightwing was actually the circus that he was in. He was actually being trained as an assassin. That's the reason why he was like
so agile and stuff like that.
I didn't know that. That's
And to be quite honest, he's the only one, unless you count Batman Beyond, he's the only one that could probably actually be Batman if Bruce Wayne permanently died.
good. I like Batman Beyond.
Well, Batman Beyond, Bruce is an old man. And
Yeah,
That was a
Terry
cool.
McGinnis
That was a
takes
cool.
over.
That was a cool comment. That's a cool cartoon though.
I like the concept of Terry McGinnis, like a new Batman being trained by the old Batman.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like it.
That's what Ghostbusters should have been.
Yep.
Stop bringing Ghostbusters in everything.
Well, I mean, he has a point. I mean, like, I'd like to see Bill Murray been like, "Hey, Emma Stone, what? About some ghost."
Remember in that movie Zombieland?
And your friend shot me,
Yeah.
and then you made out with him.
You know what? I'm not training you.
What's wrong with you?
Why wasn't Emma Stone in that movie?
Oh.
Makes no sense.
I did have like my perfect Ghostbusters movie actors, and it was like Emma Stone, Terry Crews, Andy Samberg, and Bill Hader. Bill Hader was going to be Dan Aykroyd's son. 'cause
And
they look
Olivia
so
Munn.
much alike.
Well,
Sorry,
She could be the ghost.
Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
She'd be the librarian.
She can hold me in a Psylocke outfit. I'd be like, Olivia.
Have you ever seen Magic Mike before?
What? No.
Get the fuck out!
You should
No,
probably- you should
am I
probably watch-
gay?
You should probably watch it because Olivia Munn's like naked the first 30 minutes.
Well, then I watched the first.
He's
have
tricking
some-
you. He's
like,
tricking you.
like full on.
Wait, Anthony.
What?
Yeah.
Is
Like
she
there's
really?
yeah, there's actually like 100 times more chick nudity than there is any dude nudity at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, they show dude nudity in the movie?
No. Well, if like a second, it's just do like a penis pump.
Ah.
That's about it. The rest of the time they're just like
I
wearing.
feel like he's
little
tricking
stuff.
us. He's
I swear. Look, I'll
he's
Google-
pulling me in.
As soon as we
and
get
it's
done, I'll
like,
Google
no,
it.
don't
As
you do
soon as
it.
we get off this podcast, I'll Google it and show you. Yeah, she's like full on nude the whole time.
I don't trust you right now.
Yeah, like that's like
If
the
I
first
watch
scene. That's like the
this-
first scene of the movie. Jane Dame's just like, it was good last night. And Olivia Munn's like, thanks.
I'm gonna be honest right
He's
now.
like-
If you're lying to me, I will never trust you again.
We'll find out.
Because I'm gonna turn it on. It's gonna be a fucking like Brokeback Mountain. I'm like,
Well, he's got me to Google it.
You Google it.
No, I can Google it. But anyways, that's all the time we have for this episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in the Weekly Loot. If you enjoyed this, you can check us out on TuneIn, Stitcher, SoundCloud, of course, iTunes, any of your favorite podcatchers. You'll find us there.
Pornhub.
Are we on Pornhub?
Yeah, we're on Pornhub.
Might be on Pornhub. Check it out. Pornhub, if you get any sales,
Yeah.
you owe us money.
I upload everywhere.
Oh. I don't know what that double meaning right there.
We're busting dialogue.
Also, if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter at The Weekly Loot
Oh my God.
or on Facebook, facebook.com/The Weekly Loot.
We never update anything.
Never did anything.
Never happens.
But
Might as well just follow me on Twitter.
Maybe if some people would follow us and like us and subscribe, we might update our shit.
yeah,
Dusty doesn't mean to sound so angry about it, though.
he's angry about it.
Bitches.
he's wearing a Show Me t-shirt. Show Me t-shirt. That's all I need to know. He's angry.
For those, for those listening to the podcast, you have to go to YouTube to watch the video podcast to see Dusty's shirt.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Check us out on YouTube. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening, and as always, happy looting.
Come get some.